Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Monday, August 19th. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. An arrest has been made in the fatal shooting of a 15-year-old girl that took place near a usually busy intersection in Kathu early on Sunday morning. The shooting took place just before 1 a.m. on Sunday morning, according to Kathu police. They were informed by Patong hospital staff that a 15-year-old girl who had arrived with gunshot wounds to the head was declared dead on arrival. An investigation was launched, and police learned that the whole thing was caught by CCTV cameras near the vicinity of the Sikol intersection in Kathu, not far from the Thai post office or the Sikol market on Vichit Songkram Road. Authorities say that the video showed a white pickup truck with 3 people inside, including the driver, 27-year-old Kitipong Chantawong, the teenage Myanmar girl identified as Nampung Pusawai, who was sitting in the lap of a third person, a 21-year-old identified as Natawut Hemra, who was sitting in the front passenger seat. The vehicle was seen traveling from Patong towards Phuket town, and when they reached about 50 meters before the intersection, the truck stopped abruptly and started to reverse. Police say that the driver looked to do this in order to engage with a group of young people following behind them on 4 motorbikes. Police say that 3 of the motorbikes appeared to flee, but the 4th motorbike saw the pillion passenger jump off the back, only to be struck down by the reversing pickup. Then, when it began to pull away, the youth got up, pulled out a gun, and shot at the pickup truck, which police say had struck the teenage girl in the head and face. Police reported the firearm used as a short-barreled weapon made to fire shotgun cartridges. Police say they identified the 2 youths involved in the shooting, a 17-year-old whom they so far only have a nickname, Mr. A, and a 19-year-old identified as Dunason Grauton. Police say one of them was arrested and now faces charges over the teen's death, along with other charges. The investigation is ongoing. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A 35-year-old man in Phuket town is now in custody over a sexual assault that took place at a dental clinic in Ratchada on Friday. The incident, which was captured on CCTV, shows the man entering the clinic in Ratchada, speaking briefly with 2 female staff, then he turned and attacked one of the women sitting in the waiting area. He pinned the woman against the wall and began molesting her. The incident lasted less than a minute before a vendor from outside intervened and caused the assailant to flee. The CCTV footage, along with a message calling for the immediate apprehension of the suspect, quickly went viral, prompting public outcry. Within hours, Phuket City Police announced that they did indeed apprehend the suspect, identified as Pongsak Matsakun, who is now facing charges of committing an obscene act. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Just days after his 37-year-old daughter was elected to become the youngest prime minister in Thailand's history, former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawat's parole ended on Sunday after he was included in a royal pardon for prisoners. The Bangkok Post reports that while Thaksin's parole was set to end at the conclusion of August, it finished early due to a general royal pardon of 7,500 prisoners nationwide by His Majesty the King on the occasion of his birthday at the end of last month. Over the weekend, the daughter of the 75-year-old ex-premier was sworn into her position as Prime Minister of Thailand, the 3rd member of the Shinawat family to hold the position. 1 year ago, Thaksin returned to Thailand after 15 years of self-exile as he jumped bail and fled Thailand in 2008, claiming that he would not get a fair trial in the country on various charges that he said were politically motivated. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison after he returned last August on charges of conflict of interest and abuse of authority while in power in the early 2000s, but it was later reduced to 1 year under an earlier royal pardon. He never spent the night behind bars, as he was quickly taken to Police General Hospital, where he stayed for 6 months before he was released on parole in February due to his age and health condition. However, Thaksin now faces charges of royal defamation or lèse-majesté in connection with an interview he gave to a South Korean media company in 2015, where he claimed that the Privy Councillors supported the 2014 military coup that ousted the government of his sister, Yingluck. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Just before you break a bone.
September is when its conclusion is expected in the trial of Swiss expat Fehr, who had been in a video kicking a female doctor in front of his luxury villa in Baklok back in February and created a firestorm of headlines nationwide. An assault charge was filed against Fehr back in February following a formal complaint filed with the police by the doctor Tandao Chandam, who had been sitting on the steps to Yamu Beach in front of Fehr's rented luxury villa with her friend. They were sitting there on February 24th when Fehr approached them, yelled at them to leave, and then allegedly kicked Tandao in the back, which he later claimed he slipped when he approached her. He was filming the incident at the time as well, and when the video was made public, it fueled anti-foreigner sentiment among local residents. This incident led to protests on the beach in front of the villa estate where this took place, with claims that foreigners living there were attempting to claim the area as a private beach. It was later reported that Fehr and his wife misunderstood that the pair were intruding into his property. However, officials later confirmed that the steps to the beach were illegally built on seaside public land. The steps were later demolished. Despite the Immigration Bureau's announcement that it had revoked Fehr's permit to stay in early March, he remains in the country. Indeed, still in Phuket, confirmed by Anupang Panarat, the secretary to the governor of Phuket. Dr. Tandao told the Phuket News that September 3rd is the date in which a verdict has been scheduled for the case against Fehr, who is also the founder of the Green Elephant Sanctuary Park in Chungtalay. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. It's that time of year as the annual Por Tor festival is back after festivities got underway with a ceremony held at the Phuket Dai Hua Museum on Krabi Road in Phuket Town on Friday, with the festival running through to September 2nd. The Por Tor festival is a noted tradition on the island and involves acts of merit for the spirits of ancestors and involves one of the big hallmarks of the event, which is the traditional red turtle-shaped cakes called Anku, which are believed to bring good fortune. The festival pays homage to the Chinese god Por Tor Kong, and an event to officially mark the beginning of the festival took place at the Dai Hua Museum in Phuket Town this past Friday, with Phuket Town Mayor Saroj Ankanapilas leading the festivities. From now until September 2nd, there will be events taking place throughout Phuket Town, including Tuesday, August 20th at 12:30 p.m. at the Public Market 1 on Ranong Road. A procession later scheduled on Tuesday and Wednesday, another event this Thursday, August 22nd at 5 p.m. on Takwatong Road, as well as Friday, August 23rd at 5 p.m. at the Phuket Dai Hua Museum on Krabi Road. To see more events and the schedule, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for joining us here on this Monday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.